Whether it's a sports car, a wave runner, or in my case, a dirt bike, most of us have a dream vehicle. And the epitome of achieving ownership is buying one brand new off the showroom floor. Most Go Fast enthusiasts love the experience of being at the dealership. There's something about seeing all of the bikes lined up, helmets on display, and the smell of race gas that just fuels the passion to go fast. I'm inviting you along to Scott Power Sports in Coopersburg, PA, where we'll tour the dealership, pick out a brand new bike, build it right there in the shop, and at the end of this video, we'll take it on its very first ride. So hop in the truck with me and let's head to Scott Power Sports. Now the butterflies are starting to churn up, realizing that this is a reality. For me, this is something that ever since I was a little kid, I would ask for every single year for Christmas and birthday. I wanted a brand new dirt bike. I wanted it in all black, and I wanted a black riding suit with a black helmet. Every year I'd ask for the same thing, and it's just something that I've always wanted. I've never been able to have that. So we're gonna take the journey together today, guys. I will see you at the dealership. All right, guys, we are pulling in the parking lot. The excitement is definitely building now. We've got a beautiful day out. It is nice and sunny. They got the bikes out front. Got the KX250. I was looking at those. Those are pretty nice bikes. This thing is freaking sick. Looks like a special edition KTM. CRF. KX250. There's like the, I don't know if it's like a Kawasaki Grom. Oh man, they got the Kawasaki's right out front. I think this is a 250 right here. That's that special edition. Looks freaking sweet.
What's up, Mike? Welcome to Scott Power Sports, brother.
Brett. So last time I came in here, I don't know what, like 2 months ago?
Yeah, just about.
And it was like, what, 3:30?
Yeah.
You guys closed at 3:30?
Yep.
I came in at like 5 minutes ahead of time. Before they closed, I didn't realize they were closing. And you guys usually have like the machines out here.
Yeah.
Don't you guys do that because somebody smashed through the window with a U-Haul?
Yeah, a bunch of years ago, before we boarded up these windows, we used to have our whole motocross display across the front of the store. And one night at like 3:30 in the morning, U-Haul truck blew the window out and they stole 10 dirt bikes from us.
Is that why you pile them up in the front now?
Yeah, so that's why at nighttime we fill our aisles with side-by-sides and we have these big giant steel roll-down doors.
Okay.
And yeah, it's like Fort Knox in here at nighttime.
Yeah, I felt like an asshole. I was like climbing over the bikes like, wait, can I get a quote on a KX250? We're about to get a tour of the dealership, but before we do that, I wanted to introduce you guys to Brett Wagner. Now, before choosing where I was going to buy my new bike, I did go around to a lot of local dealerships, and I met some really nice people. Scott Power Sports stood out to me, though, and specifically the way that Brett treated me. He's just an overall genuine, down-to-earth dude, and not only that, he's a true enthusiast of the sport, especially dirt bikes. Brett's been racing for over 20 years, and he turned expert in 2003. Over the years, Brett's had a lot of success in racing, but unfortunately, due to some injuries, he's had to turn it back a notch. He's had some serious injuries, including breaking his back. Luckily, Brett still rides, and he does still do one race every year in a local two-stroke shootout. And you've done quite a bit of racing too, right? I
have for a little over 20 years of my life. Had to cut it a little short after a few pretty gnarly injuries, but I still do it occasionally for fun.
Question, best bike of all time. If you could have any bike in the world.
Due to the fun factor, probably my YZ125.
Not only is Brett into the racing side of things, but he's also been known to build some pretty sweet bikes, like this KX250, and even cooler, this 1997 KX500. Did you actually ride that thing, or what was the deal
I did. So to make a long story short, I found it through a phone call out in Lancaster. Went out and picked up this thing in this dude's barn. It was a 97, pretty much all stock, just looks like it was sitting in the bottom of an ocean for 20 years. So after about a year worth of restoring, all that kind of stuff, I did ride it twice at the local Sleepy Hollow two-stroke shootout, I think 2 years ago, all of 5 laps. It was fun, but it was almost too pretty to really ride.
So as you can tell, Brett and I got along really well, and we have a lot of common interests. It made picking where I want to buy my brand new dirt bike a lot easier. Currently, he's working on an RM250 Travis Pastrana tribute build, and it looks like it's going to be freaking sick. Now let's take a walk around Scott Power Sports. This place is freaking sweet.
Yeah, follow me, I'll give you a tour. So just recently got a new Honda display. We put that up last week, so this is our whole Honda segment over here. Honda's been a staple here for a long time. I said it's a great brand to work with. Products are super good, super reliable. So our new display is like an actual virtual thing where you can go through all the different brochures and parts catalogs, accessory catalogs, so on and so forth. But we thought this was pretty sharp. It turned out really good. Relocated our Kawasaki stuff to the middle. We're working on a nice display, kind of like our Honda and KTM and Husqvarna stuff, but naturally a full line Kawa dealer. And of course we got the orange brand, got the KTM. KTM group, they own KTM, they own Husqvarna, and they own Gas Gas. We're not a Gas Gas dealer, not yet anyway. They have been a staple here since 2001. We've been a KTM dealer, one of the first around in our area, actually.
Over here, though, this is cool.
So we are a Stark dealer, right? It was a new thing they launched, I think, here in the States a couple years ago. And our previous owner, Mike Scott, knew someone that actually worked for Stark. So we ended up being one of the first dealerships to sign on with Stark here. We did get a chance to ride them. They're pretty phenomenal, actually. I'm, a gas guy for life, but there's a time and a place for a Stark. If you got some property that you can ride at, but of course, if the noise is an issue, then this is like the ticket, man. So the Husky stuff is always cool. That's KTM Group's premium brand, as they call it. So it's a little more geared towards the vet guys. A lot of their motocross bikes have 10 mil lower suspension like a KTM, so it gets them a little closer to the ground. Of course, we got the fresh delivery of the 2024 Rockstar bikes just last week.
That thing is freaking sweet.
So the 450 Rockstar bike, they're $12,449.
You gotta ask, you can't afford it.
Our boss, Tony, loves the vintage Honda stuff, right? So he found this from someone down in Delaware. It's a 1965, I think. Runs and drives. And about a month ago, I actually found this. Well, I didn't find it. He found it on Facebook Marketplace, but it was literally 4 miles from my house.
Just like this, too.
Exactly like this. It was right down the street from where my girlfriend lives. Yeah, I think we'll start in one kick, too.
That's awesome.
Some of Tony's collector helmets that he has, some of the road racers that he's friends with. He's been getting helmets for his glass cubicles, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah, there's a
bunch of local Phenom racers. Used stuff, we usually do a lot of used motorcycles here, but in recent history, because of the pricing of stuff outside of dealerships, we just won't buy something if we can't bring it in and sell it at what it's supposed to be sold for. So the used stuff has definitely been a lot different.
I imagine that can be difficult with any kind of power sports stuff, because even if you're riding power sports properly, you're beating the hell out of them.
Yeah.
So it's like the value just diminishes so quickly.
Yeah, it can be tough. Parts and accessory wise, keep just the bareness, the necessities we always go through. Fuel, grips, chemicals, handlebars, spark busters, some protection, stands, training wheels for the kids.
Do you guys do a lot of aftermarket stuff? Do people ever buy bikes and want it to be equipped with an exhaust right from the dealer?
Yeah. We're hooked up with pretty much any distributor you can imagine, whether it's the mainstream guys like Parts Limited or Western Power Sports or Rocky Mountain.
So you get pretty much anything.
Pretty much anything, yeah. Always need tires. We always keep a lot of tires in stock.
So you got fuel too.
Oh yeah, this is my favorite section, of course. At least daily I walk by here just to get the aroma of that race fuel.
Can I get a discount on that?
Some of this stuff is pretty wild. There's this MR Pro 6 is a fuel that the Supercross teams run in their motors and stuff. It's $216 for 5 gallons. But if you smell it,
it's worth that $216.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but helmets always kind of fascinate me. Very
because they look cool.
Yeah.
It's a staple. You got a nice helmet, you feel good. You look good, you feel
very
good,
true.
Right?
I feel like a race car driver.
Yeah. So our parts and accessories counter, of course. That's Chris Connor. He's been here a long time. He's an ace. Since this morning, at least. Yeah. Yeah. I love boots. Boots is a big thing with me. You gotta have a good pair of boots. But I'm a big fan of making sure you're geared up right, man. You gotta have the good stuff. Gear-wise, we usually keep Trolley design stuff. That's been really good. We've been a Fox, distributor for as long as I can remember. You wanna go check out the warehouse and upstairs where there's maybe a few more motorcycles?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. It's our little customer lounge area. Got an RC390 stage gonna be going out hopefully tomorrow if it's not gonna rain.
Dude, Yamaha Warrior.
Yeah, dude, sometimes we get some relics here.
Is this yours?
No, it's a customer brought it in for something.
You're that guy who said it's a relic.
So a big role I play at the dealership is inventory control, right? Well, last year was a stellar year, of course, so we wanted to make sure we had enough product to get us through.
Holy shit, I had no idea.
Yeah, so to keep the warehouse crate situation at a minimum, We generally try to get stuff assembled, maybe not full PDI'd, like we leave a lot of them empty with fuel and things like that, but we store a lot of dirt bikes up here. So you can see we have a lot of KTMs.
Yeah, a lot of KTMs and a lot of Huskies.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just kind of our overflow.
Like this, dude.
Yeah. So years and years and years ago, I used to buy a whole bunch of bikes from National Power Sports Auction, back when the stuff was actually fun to buy and was affordable. So we would buy like these damaged bikes out of crates and stuff, and this one ended up coming in as a pair. We made one good TTR, and this one's like missing a bunch of stuff inside the engine and things like that. So we mounted it to a ride that used to have like this little four-wheeler on it. That actually works.
Is that like a common thing that they come in like broken or?
With crate damage?
Yeah.
In recent history, because of all the shipping logistics, they sub them out to all kinds of different people. It used to be Honda would use a certain trucking company, Cowie, a certain trucking company. It can be a mess. We do have stuff that comes in that's damaged.
And I guess does those just go to like auction?
No, the manufacturer actually sent us all the new parts to fix them.
And then I guess they pay for labor too?
Yep.
Oh.
Yep. Yeah, we've had some that look like they fell out of the back of the truck, and like, it's been a while since that happened, but.
Wow.
All right, we're gonna go check out the box. So here's the service department. That's Chris. He's one of our technicians. He's an ace. Pretty much does everything around here.
Oh man.
And I believe this is your new rig.
I don't know if I'm gonna quite like capture this, but this is a really big moment. Brett was kind enough to get this thing for me in the crate because this is like an atypical thing.
Correct, yeah.
And we're gonna put it together here in the shop, which is it's really special just to get a new bike, but to be able to do this, I feel I'm just very appreciative of this, dude. Seriously,
You're welcome.
I'm gonna give you a left hand.
It's all good. Very welcome.
This is awesome.
Yeah. So there's the Mike Sabo Kawasaki right there.
Yeah, dude, I'm super stoked. I want to see what's under the cardboard.
Yeah.
Now, you guys may be wondering why I didn't just take delivery of this crate and build it at home in the shop. Well, in visiting so many dealers to find out where I wanted to buy my new bike, I discovered that that's not something that dealers typically do. Most manufacturers like Kawasaki have protocols in place where crated units need to be built by a certified technician before they go to the customer. It makes sense for liability cases, and for a little bit there, I didn't think I was going to be able to get it done. But after talking with Brett, I got a text about a week later, including a picture of my brand new KX250X in the bed of a pickup truck. They went out and personally picked it up at another dealer so that I could build it right here at Scott Power Sports. I'm not gonna lie, when I got that text with the picture, I got a little bit emotional. To me, this is a huge moment. Now, they told me that I could actually build it right here in the shop as long as I was alongside of a certified technician, but I decided to let their technician Braden put the bike together while I took care of the camera work and just enjoyed seeing it come together. Plus, you never know what you can learn from another technician and seeing how they put things together. Braden's gonna be building the bike today,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Social media phenom. Oh, dude. That is so cool.
Freshy.
I know you guys might be like,
No,
you know, like
you
jaded
get
to this.
used to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this is so
No.
cool, dude.
Oh, I know. I know.
Do you have like a bike that's your favorite one to assemble, or like they're more easy than the other ones? Or is there one that you hate?
I wouldn't say I hate any of them. The easiest to build are the KTMs because they have the wheel on already.
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, every bike's basically the same. Do you know what I mean? They don't differ that much at the end of the day. So it's a dirt bike. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Brayden, how long you been doing this for?
So I'm still in high school actually. So I've started building bikes back in October. I got a job here, and then now I'm a service advisor here. I don't really build them anymore, so it's kind of a joy to get to build them today. You know what I mean? So.
That's pretty cool the way it kind of like breaks out of there.
Yeah.
What do you ride, Brayden?
I got a 23 KTM 250.
2 or 4-stroke?
4-stroke.
4-stroke?
Oh yeah.
Better than the KX?
I have to say so. Once you ride an Austrian bike, there's no feeling like
They have this service manual in here?
Yeah, I have it up on the computer over there.
Oh, okay.
But normally for the unboxing stuff, you know what I mean? They actually have a build manual for just building the unit. So it makes it nice for the manufacturers that they do that for us, just because you don't have to go through all the other torque specs to find what you need.
Yeah. Just like literally the basic stuff for assembly out of the crate.
Basically. They package it all super nice for us also, so it doesn't get damaged in the shipping process, you know what I mean? Only, they put one peg on. It's weird. Some manufacturers don't put any, some manufacturers put just one on. It's kind of weird.
It is weird.
They all do their own little thing. Get the battery charging, so.
That's cool, these things come with a lithium right out of the box.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. This bad boy right on the charger.
Do they even have brake fluid in here? I can't tell.
Yeah, they put everything's really in it. We checked the engine oil on them,
Oh, they come with engine oil too?
Oh, they come with everything.
That surprises me. Was this all the hardware and stuff that was in
Oh
there?
yeah.
Now, do you guys ANICs or Loctite any of this?
Nothing crazy. Like I personally don't Loctite any of like stuff that's gonna get used a lot. You know what I mean? Like the pinch bolts for the fork. You know what I mean? Those are gonna get torqued and retorqued when you take the wheel off and things of that nature. So I don't like to Loctite those. And the perches and stuff like that, customers are gonna make their own adjustments to it. And if you're in at the track, you know what I mean, change bar setup. I don't really want Loctite in those. Oh, you wanna take off all the cellophane? Oh, you can do it too.
All right, I gotta do one of them.
Yeah.
Maybe one. I feel like I'm getting a new TV.
Yeah. And you can even see they build them in factory because you can see where the marks are from them mounting the bars already.
Oh yeah, these bastards.
Kawasaki's a pretty good manufacturer. Like most of their stuff has like pins on it or little punch marks so you know where to mount stuff. And there's not a direction on these guys just because these ones get torqued equally. Normally I like to pinch my bars to the forward.
That's what I was gonna ask.
But Kawi doesn't recommend it because I can show you, like if you see the build manual, it even says like keep an equal distance on it. So yeah, it's always good to follow what the manufacturer says.
Oh, this has a hydraulic clutch.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I don't even know what I'm buying. Like literally this whole thing has been such a process.
Oh
it's
yeah.
I haven't even looked at
like yeah.
what I bought.
Yeah.
Are there any machines that come like very disassembled?
Some of the side-by-sides come very disassembled, like very. Some of them even come in like big crates, like super, like they'll take up this whole area and they won't have the roof or anything on them. So they take sometimes up to 6 to 7 hours just to build alone.
Jeez.
It's actually pretty clean. Normally they come with like all this black stuff on them. If you see it, it's
really?
Yeah. Yeah.
I see under the rear fender I saw some of that.
Yeah. And then you always can't get to it. Like you kind of have to take the plastics off. Sometimes even access it.
I wonder what that is.
It's got to be something from the manufacturing process of the plastics. Like no other manufacturer except Kawasaki has that.
Interesting.
Yeah, Kawi's one of the weird manufacturers where they actually mount the number plate instead of wrapping it around. So they mount it through this zip tie looking thing. Right?
Oh, I see that.
It's kind of weird.
Basically what I'm gathering is that Kawasaki does things weird.
Yeah, they're a good company. Like they do a lot of good like their warranty's the best. They are.
Brett said this has a 0-day warranty.
Oh, I know. I'm saying for all the other stuff.
I guess these come pre-bled and everything, huh?
Oh yeah, they're just assemble it basically. I don't know if you ever use this Kawasaki grease, but this stuff is like the most tacky grease. It's so tacky, it doesn't even stick on there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. floating rotor and everything.
Oh yeah, they don't mess around. Yeah, and they actually come shipped with like a anti-corrosive on the rotor, so you really want to clean that stuff off, otherwise.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like they coat the bike because they could be sitting on shipping containers for forever, how long, you know what I mean?
What is that you're using to clean that off?
Just shop solvent.
It might look a little weird, but I'm gonna get a shot of the barricade because we talked about it. I don't think Kawasaki though had a weird history, not that weird, like.
The KTM line bikes, they come in with like 65 PSI
In the tires?
Yeah, it's insane.
What do you put in these?
We set them all at 15, just as like the normal like dealership standard, but I would recommend like 12 and 10 basically.
12 and 10. Even the battery's green. Surprised that didn't come oiled from the factory.
Yeah, they don't. It's weird. It's only Kawi as a manufacturer that does not come oiled.
Oh, dude, you're doing that without gloves?
Well, as you see, the gloves broke on me, so we're going in no gloves.
You're a menace, dude. This guy's completely dedicated. He's like doing this to save time, and then he's gonna realize he has to wash his hands for 20 minutes.
I would class myself as a professional technician.
That's the best damn oiled filter I've ever seen.
Oh no, that's just wait. Oh, there we go. Oh, no.
Really clean, especially with the wheel.
This is the last piece.
Looks like it.
You gotta smash it a couple times.
Yeah.
I wanted that $219 gas or whatever it was.
Want to hear it go?
Is it done?
Let's check the oil on it before we.
Yeah, definitely check the oil.
Yeah, it's got oil.
Dude, can I
You-
be the
listen.
one?
You can be the one. Oh.
We're priming.
Oh, we're gonna have to cut this out.
Can I try to start it?
Yeah. Let's start right up now.
Leave it high and low.
Yeah, a little bit of gas. So my KTM. You want to
Sounds
stop?
like a 450.
You want to stop it and redo it?
No, dude. No, it's. I like to keep things authentic. Thanks, Braden.
No problem. Happy to do it.
The feel-good feelings are flowing, man, and the excitement is absolutely surging. I gotta say, man, I've left the dealership 1,000 times and wondered what it would be like to leave with a brand new bike in the back, and now I finally know what it feels like, and man, it feels freaking awesome, I gotta tell you. man, that is a good looking bike. This is a great purchase decision. The moment is finally here. I have been waiting days. We had rain after I got this home. Then it was super windy and I couldn't get any good audio clips. And now finally we can throw a leg over this thing. I waited so that I could do it with you guys. And it's still gonna be a tease because I wanna follow the break-in procedure according to the manual. I know the break-in stuff can be kind of controversial. I've kind of got my own methods when I do my engines. This is the first one that I've ever bought new from the factory, and I wanna follow what the Kawasaki manual says. They suggest 20 minutes at less than half throttle, or up to half throttle, and then 40, then you let it cool off completely, and then 40 minutes at up to 3/4 throttle. So a couple things before you hop on, because it is warming up. I want to let it get to operating temperature. That I really liked about the Kawasaki, and one of the reasons I chose it, well, one, because it's green, if I'm going to be honest. I love the look of the KXs, but I have my whole life. But they have, on these newer ones, I think this started in 2023, it's called ErgoFit. I don't know if this is unique to Kawasaki, but if you look up on the triple clamps, you can move your bars forward or backward, and the pegs are actually movable also. I believe you can move them forward and down. I'm tired of talking, let's get on this bad boy. And oh dude, it sounds so good. It sounds like a 450 to me anyways. Levers feel pretty good, and yeah, we'll just kind of putz around on this thing, make sure it works. It has not even been put into gear yet. Oh man, here we go. Nice and smooth, got the hydraulic clutch on there. Oh, oh, it sounds good. This is gonna be tough. Not giving it any real gas, but we'll do our best. You can feel it's real sensitive. Oh yeah. Oh man, it feels good. Suspension feels good. The X also has softer suspension from what I understand. It's geared a little bit lower, comes with skid plates, just little stuff. Of course, the kickstand is really nice for when you're riding in the woods and stuff. Oh, it's got the 18-inch rear tire on the back. So it's just like set up a little bit better for woods and trail riding. So it should be kind of more suited for what I need. And then, you know, from what, you know, I'm not like an aggressive rider. Apparently you can still take this to the track and it'll do really well, you know, on the motocross track. I'm really not very good on dirt bikes. Honestly, I'm basically a noob. So the 250 is going to be more than enough for me. I don't think it's going to be like crazy fast, but I think this has 44 horsepower from the factory. So high revving, but it should be no slouch. We'll take it to the basin. It's been 2 days since it rained, so I'm hoping that the basin isn't flooded out. Oh yeah, you can see there's still a lot of water in here. It's really hard not to go past half throttle. Come on. Oh no. It's no longer a new bike. Oh, the hairs, they're worn off the tires. You guys are probably like, dude, shut up. We're supposed to let it cool down now. I might just hop on and do the 40-minute break-in period. And you guys let me know in the comments section below. I really bought this bike for me, just to enjoy it. You know, when making content and doing all the build videos and stuff, I love doing that stuff for you guys, but I can get really carried away with work. And I've kind of forgotten to just enjoy the sport and, you know, remember why I got into this in the first place. And a lot of you may not know this, but my first true love really is dirt bikes. As a kid, I always wanted a dirt bike, man. And it's just so cool to finally have one. So this was kind of like a reward to myself. You know, things have been really good thanks to you guys. You know, I've been getting great views, great subscriber count, and just things have been going up, and hit my goals last year, and this was my reward to myself. So I really just want to enjoy this thing and you know, spend some time with it alone, get my alone time with it. It was so rewarding, even just going to half throttle, man. I'm like, this is pretty awesome, man. Glad I could share it with you guys. If you enjoyed it, please give the video a thumbs up and also consider subscribing for more content. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out. Dude, this thing really loves the upper RPMs. It's crazy. I basically just blew through the 40-minute break-in, and I'm just riding. I'm probably not going to be talking much because yeah, I'm kind of like paying attention on the sand. I don't know if this was like the best choice for the you know, relearning to ride a dirt bike, but you know, whatever. You can hear though,
It wants to be in those upper R's, dude, so bad. It runs really, really good. It's super fun. And I was getting such bad arm pump. And what I'm doing is basically like little 10-minute clips. And that way I don't override, because that's what happens. You get nervous and you're trying to ride harder and harder, and then you bail. So I've just been doing little 10-minute clips, and I've noticed the arm pump is actually going away. I think I'm just riding it better. I'll tell you what, it is not like a quad. With the water, it just cuts right through the water. But you gotta be careful, dude. It gets away from you. As soon as I start getting comfy on it, like suddenly, like I'll get a little bit of whiskey throttle. And, you know, you guys gotta remember, I'm a quad guy. So I'm getting used to a lot of things here. It's like twist throttle, dirt bike, and sand. But the smooth throttle through the corners. Jeez, dude, you could really be fast on this thing, man. I've got about an hour of seat time on it since it's been done the break-in. So I don't know, it was like 6 or 7 little 10-minute clips of riding and taking breaks. I feel like that's a good way to kind of train myself. And just learning to squeeze the bike with my legs and trust the bike, because in the sand it like dances around a lot. Ooh, and if you're nervous, you'll go down. And the smooth, consistent power really helps. But it's super fun, dude. I love this bike. It gets dicey here like every time. I try to look where I'm going and not at the sand. And that helps a lot, but you can see it kind of dances around a little bit in the sand. I can't believe I waited so long to do this. Man, this thing just wants to freaking eat. Hell yeah, dude. I gotta thank my buddy over here. I just met him out at the track, and he's like, man, you look familiar. And then it turns out he was watching my videos like a couple days before. So he offered to get a couple shots. Dude, thank you so much. I appreciate you, dude, going all out. Last saw you laying prone and stuff.
I was like, yeah. Oh, why not?
Thanks for coming along with me to Scott Power Sports to experience buying my very first new bike. I hope that I could share some of the excitement with you, and if I could leave you with one last thing in this video, it's that if there's anything that you've been thinking about doing for a long time and you have the means to do it, you should do it now. I want to give an extra special thank you to Brett, Tony, Braden, and AJ at Scott Power Sports for making this an exceptionally good experience. I initially planned to buy my new bike as a regular customer, but Brett recognized me and made it a really special experience. If you guys are in the Coopersburg area, drop into Scott Power Sports. They've got a really nice showroom and the staff is super laid back. You can also find them on the internet at scottpowersports.com, and they did just launch a brand new parts portal where, amongst other things, they specialize in KTM and Husqvarna parts. If you do drop in, make sure to let them know that you saw them in Mike Sabo's video, and I will see you guys in the next video. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and please subscribe for more videos like this. Until the next one, you all rock. Peace out.